welcome back to another episode of Deep Within the Man Cave. I hope everyone's doing okay. I know this COVID stuff is taking a turn for the worse. So all I can say is hang in there, do what we're supposed to do, and it'll be over soon enough, I hope. And speaking of the COVID stuff, take time to check in with friends, text, phone call, Zoom, whatever. If you know somebody that's not doing so well, call them. Let them know you're thinking of them. It's important that we all take care of each other in this hard time, and a simple phone call can make a world of difference. So yeah, reach out to somebody. If you need help, reach out, ask for help to somewhere. You can leave me comments wherever. Anyway, so tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about discipline. Now, discipline is very important. It's something that the majority of us lack in certain areas, and sometimes even at all. And the benefits of discipline are it's the fact that you're accomplishing something that you said you were going to do is one thing, but the mental effect on it has greater effects on self-worth, confidence, and all that stuff. So I'll give you an example. So I have sort of set up a little gym in my basement with all the stuff I've found online and stuff like that, and I've made some of my own equipment. So I had been slacking, not maybe working out once or twice a week, for a long time. Sometimes hadn't done it at all. And then I came across a podcast that I listened to and got me thinking about discipline, and how that when I did do something that I said I was going to do, you feel better even if you don't feel like doing it that day. So I am on starting week 3 now, and I've told myself that I will work out. I have a couple of podcasts / YouTube videos that I listen to while I'm doing it, so it works out to being about 40 minutes a night. Between half an hour and 40 minutes a night I try. I took yesterday off because yesterday was my birthday, but other than that I have done it every day for the past 3 weeks, whether I do it during the day if I'm not working, or I usually do it in the evening. After supper, after I take my dog for a walk, before I put the kids to bed if I have them, or I always do it before I sit down and watch TV for the evening or something like that. I don't get to relax until I've worked out. That way I kind of feel like I've earned it a little bit. So and even on days where I have taken my dog for a longer walk than normal, gone on a hike, that doesn't mean I get to skip out. I mean, yeah, I've done a lot of work. I've gone on an hour and a half hikes and dog walks and still worked out because I said I was going to do it. So just the mental, let alone the physical, but the mental thing is that, yeah, there's been days when I don't want to do it. I feel, maybe I'll work out like an extra 25 minutes tomorrow or something like that. But I know if I don't, you're not going to do it. So on the days that you really don't want to do something is the days that you actually need to push through and do it. So there's a lot of things that you need discipline for, and stuff like that. So I'm using working out and I'll throw in a few other things as examples, but I mean, there's disciplines that you have to do, like, at work and all that stuff. So it's not just this, but I'm using these as examples. Okay, so basically the discipline is doing the stuff that you don't necessarily want to do, but you do it anyways because you know it has to get done. As humans, we tend to go for finding the easiest way to do something, or the easiest path, which quite often means that you don't do the hard stuff. Or I'll do it tomorrow, and guess what? Tomorrow always comes, but it's still there. So, with discipline, your mind is almost the enemy to discipline. You have to train your mind to do what you set forth to do and ignore the voices in your head that say, oh, you can do it tomorrow, or one time won't hurt, we can skip it one time, that won't hurt, or I'll do more tomorrow, or you've worked hard this week, you need a nap, or stuff like that. Your mind will look for the easiest way out to do something, but deep down inside, you know that you need to do it. So like I said, I'm using this working out as a bit. There's lots of opportunities that, oh, I'm too tired, or I'm too busy, I don't have time. That's all bullshit. That's your mind telling you that you don't have time, you don't have that stuff, or you don't have the right equipment or anything. That's bullshit. There's stuff around your house that you have now that I guarantee, if you wanted to work out, you could make something to make do. There's tons of YouTube channels dedicated to working out at home with zero equipment. So it's an excuse, and you're letting that excuse control your life. So like I said, when you don't feel like that, and you like, oh yeah, maybe you stayed up a little late and you had a rough day and you really don't want to do it, and you're like, oh, and your inner voice is telling you, come on man, just chill, take it easy. That's when you got to make that inner voice your bitch and say, no, I told myself that I am doing this. This is my job, or whatever. And you do it. And you stick through it. You don't take any shortcuts. You don't do half of it. You do it all. You set up a routine and you do it all. And those are the days that, the ones that fight you the most, and you push through and you do it anyways, those are the days that you feel the best. You get the most out of doing it because you didn't give up. You didn't listen to your inner voice. You made it your bitch. Your inner voice is going to look for the easiest way out and tell you that, oh, nah, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. It's human nature. Like, human nature, right? Let somebody else do something. No. Take charge, you do it. If you know you're supposed to do it and you know you can do it, push through it. Even if you don't know you can do it, try. Because trying gives you that. And when you listen to your inner voice telling you to slow down, not do this, take it easy, whatever, when you listen to that, the instant effect is, okay, yeah, whatever, okay, I'll give myself a break. I deserve it. No, you don't. You quit. Quit on your choice. You quit on your routine. You quit on yourself. And you might not feel it right away, but later that day or whatever, you might start to feel a little bit low or whatever. You might not even realize that it's connected, but you've disappointed yourself because you've taken the easy way out when you know you could do it if you just put a tiny bit of effort into it. And then you start feeling bad about yourself. You start feeling, oh, I'm not cut out for this. Oh, I'm not, it's just hard. It's too hard for me. I'm not worthy, and all that stuff. And you've done it to yourself. I mean, I'm guilty of this too, and I bet you 90 to 100% of everyone listening to this is guilty of it too. But it doesn't mean you have to let it keep going. Not right? Like, any excuse you can come up with is just that. It's an excuse. It's your inner bitch voice telling you that you can't do it. Well, what are you going to do? Are you in charge, or is your inner voice in charge? You're in charge. And when you don't do it and you start like feeling negative about yourself and low and stuff like that, that just leads into more and more and more of the same thing. But when you push through and you spend that extra half an hour, so you go to bed a little bit late, well, big deal. Guess what? You're going to be extra tired, and you can go to, you'll have a better sleep. But you accomplished it, even though you didn't want to do it. And that gives you a sense of pride. Instant pride. Like, that's the difference. Whereas if you listen to your inner bitch voice, you might not feel bad or anything like, or shame. You tend to feel shameful about this. You might not feel it right away. It might come another day or in a couple hours or whatever. But when you push through and do it when you don't want to do it, it's like the gratification is instant. You're like, fuck yeah, I can do this. Or, yeah, that wasn't so bad. I needed it. Because when you really don't feel like doing it is the time when you need it the most. Because that, like, it uplifts you. It makes you feel proud. It gives you a sense that you can attack the day or attack the problems, and you do it, and you didn't give in to yourself. You didn't take the easy road, and stuff like that. And you just do that. You apply it to everything in your life. So one thing I've been doing, which I've mentioned on numerous videos, is before I go to bed, I write my gratitudes. Now, I write in detail, so sometimes it's 2 or 3 pages. Sometimes I think the most I've ever had was 29 things to be grateful for in one day. And it's as simple as, drinking a great cup of coffee in the morning. Even though it's the same coffee you get every day, sometimes it just tastes a little bit better. Or feeling the warm sun on your back on a cold winter's day while you're walking the dog. Or someone out of the blue saying, hey, you did this, you should be really proud of yourself, good job. Or somebody recommends you for something. It's anything. You write it in detail. So I slacked on it during the summer. There was a couple days where I said, nah, I don't need to do it. And when I was doing it, I felt great. I could go back and look at it. Felt good. And I took the easy way out. I listened to my inner bitch and said, no, I'll do it tomorrow morning when I get up. Well, yeah, never did it. And there was almost a whole month, I think it was like 3 weeks, where I didn't write down anything. And I did. I got into a negative spot. I didn't feel grateful anymore. I got in my head. My inner bitch won. But then, so I've been doing it faithfully now. And it doesn't matter. With this COVID, work is sort of, iffy and when. So there's days where, I stay up till 2 in the morning watching TV or working on my book or something like that, and I'm exhausted and I gotta go to bed, or I've fallen asleep on the couch, and wake up and it's like, oh, I gotta go to bed. Well, no, the first thing I do is, yeah, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I write down my gratitudes. It doesn't matter how tired I am, because I know that when I do it, I feel good and it gives you your mind, you sort of play back the day, and you're going to sleep with good things in your mind, grateful things in your mind, not disappointment, not, oh, I failed at this, oh, I wish I hadn't taken the easy way out, and all that stuff. Because like that's what you think of when you're sleeping and stuff like that. You don't necessarily realize it, but it does creep in. So if you go to bed with positivity, like, it might take me 10 minutes to write down 30 gratitudes in full detail. I'm already exhausted. 10 minutes isn't going to kill me. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer because I have dozed off, but never enough that you just sit there and write it down. Trick to this is either sit on the edge of your bed or sit at a desk or something and do it. Don't lay down in bed and do it, because then you fall asleep. I've done it. So with the discipline, it's in everything. Everything you do. The more disciplined you are, the more accountable you are to yourself, and the more you push through, and the more you attack each day, knowing that yes, I can handle these hard things. It might not be fun, it might not be enjoyable, but everyone has to do it. That kind of discipline is very important, and it is so much more than just accomplishing what it is that you set out to do. It's all in it's in your head. You start to learn how to ignore that inner bitch, and push through, not listen to it, tell it to shut up, tell it, not today, you're not going to win today, and like just the things that you can actually accomplish with that kind of mindset, and all the positivity that comes out of pushing forward and doing the stuff that you don't want to do. It's like an instant, it's almost like adrenaline, and you just realize that you're capable way more. And the stuff that you were worried about, the stuff like working out for half an hour, it becomes fun. It becomes, I can't wait to do it. But you can't stop. You can't give, like yesterday I took the day off of working out because it was my birthday. I mean, it was a shitty excuse. I had time. I could have done it. I could have done it in the afternoon or whatever, like that. And did I feel bad about it? Yeah, a bit. Honestly, I did. But that's why I'm going harder tonight, and it's not going to happen again. So push yourself. Believe me, write the stuff down. Lists are your friends. Sticky notes on your mirror, by your bed, on your desk, in your car, wherever. Make lists and follow those lists. Easy, simple stuff. Like right now, I am still working on my book. It's taking a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but just due to situations and due to life and this lovely coronavirus and stuff like that, sometimes I don't get as much accomplished as I want. I'm also doing a lot of reading because I also don't want to put not like proven information in this book either, right? This is something that's important to me, and I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So I am also trying to develop a course on getting you started in habit forming and stuff like that. So I'd like to get that out and available by January if possible. Right now I don't think it's going to happen, but we will see. If not, it'll be middle of January hopefully. So yeah, and that's just an up and coming thing on how to set forth starting to create the good habits and the discipline and the benefits and being accountable to yourself in this. So that's coming up hopefully sooner than later, but like I said, I want to do it right. So I'm not gonna put something out there that I don't feel that I've completed the proper way. So so that's what's happening. Like I said, with the videos, you know, I'd like to keep them like a weekly thing. I know they haven't been as of late, but I also don't want to just fill the space up with you know, I want to bring value. I don't want to put stuff out to put stuff out. That's not what this is about. I want to bring value to people's lives. So with that being said, that will be the end of my discussion on discipline. I want everybody to try to find something that they can do and hold themselves accountable to doing it. Push yourself doing it, even when you don't want to do it. That's the best time to do it. You can do it. Trust me, it's in you to do it. And I'm looking for some feedback. I want to know if any of these videos have helped anybody, or suggestions and comments and all that stuff. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share with somebody that you might think that this might help. This isn't just for men, even though it's deep within the man cave. I mean, all this information is applicable for everyone. And yeah, please leave a comment, share, suggestions on topics, anything like that. You can either leave them in the comments, or if you do not want to leave stuff like that in the comments, send me an email at deepwithinthemancave@gmail.com, and everything is confidential, and I will talk to you soon. So remember, check in on each other during this crappy COVID junk, and you know, kindness goes miles. Even just opening a door for someone and saying hello. So check in on your friends, check in on your family, and take it easy and take care of yourself. Talk to you soon.